had a really good experience with InGenius Prep. I first heard of them through a friend of mine who highly recommended them to me. And I'm really glad that I took the advice because even though I didn't think I really needed to hire, an admissions consultant to help me boost my application, it was absolutely invaluable to not only, my getting into my top choice school, but also to set my mind at ease and just help me stop freaking out the entire time I was applying. So that I think is absolutely invaluable, and I didn't realize how important it was to me until I actually saw the difference that speaking to someone who knows what they're talking about can actually make. So my consultant was actually a former admissions director at Harvard University, and he is also still currently now a medical student at Harvard Medical School. So he really knows, what good applications and bad applications look like, and he's seen hundreds to hundreds of other students' applications. So his advice really carried a lot of weight with me, and I knew that I could just take it to heart because he has basically the inside scoop on what's really going on behind the closed doors of admissions committees. And especially when you're, applying to these competitive programs and competitive schools, you really need every advantage you can get because the admission rates, as we all know, are pretty low, and any little advantage you can get or any little insight that will help you is just absolute gold. And I think that the best way to do it is to talk to someone who's knowledgeable and who's can help you, put you in the right mindset to do well, because that's also a big part of it. I remember when I was, the night before my interview, which is a huge part of my application, I was super nervous because it was for Columbia University, which was my first choice school. I had been talking to a bunch of people who were giving me all this different advice, and it just made me feel more and more unprepared. So at the last minute, the night before, I decided to book another meeting with my InGenius Prep consultant, and it turned out to be the best idea I had that day because immediately he told me exactly what I wanted to hear, which was also thankfully the right advice as well, which was that I just had to relax and be myself, and that my application was actually very good and very strong. And he helped me he helped me work through a few problems that I had about how to answer certain difficult types of questions. And I think that was the most valuable thing that just helped me put my mind at ease, and I went to bed feeling really confident. And the next day I think it really showed because I got into Columbia, which I'm ecstatic about. So yeah, I really couldn't more highly recommend that you talk to someone at InGenius Prep. I know they hire really highly qualified consultants to help you target the exact things that you need to work on, and more so just to give you feedback on how you stack up against the other students who are applying to the same, top schools. So yeah, I really, really highly recommend InGenius Prep. I couldn't be happier with them.